Whenever you feel comfortable, peace in mind, it's better to read at the time.
What is the best time and place to read? Moi, c'est Teacher Michael et l'école là, c'est comme moi de Language Courses. Nous utilisons méthode conversation pour nous aider à parler anglais sans tracas, sans de danger. Donc, si vous avez apprendre à parler anglais avec nous, ou avez un numéro WhatsApp dans la description vidéo, tant pour entrer en contact avec nous pour capable connaître qui a une nouvelle session. Donc, dans ce sujet ça, nous allons parler des livres avec lecture. What is the best time and place to read? Qui puis bon lait ak puis bon côté pour yon monde faire lecture? Qui ça vous pensez? So now, let's go, please. We're going to go with you, Miss Stacey, please.
Thank you, Teacher Michael. The best time to read, like the ladies already said, it's when your mind is awake and focused on the reading matter in front of you. If you cannot be concentrated, don't be reading at the time, because you will not learn the way you want to learn. You will not have the time to do it. Some people read in the morning, like the other guy said, 9 hours, because there is no distraction at the time. And sometimes they read, when you're reading, when you're sleepy, you are constantly entered by people. Sometimes emotionally you are agitated, but don't read, because if you read, it's because you want to improve your knowledge. You want to improve your skills in whatever area you are. Economic area, health area, you know. But if you are not concentrated, it will not be benefit at the time. It's what I tell. It's whenever you feel comfortable, peace in mind, it's better to read at the time. Before, I used to read in the morning, because when you read in the morning, it's like your battery have just been recharged after a good night of sleep. Morning are usually the best time to read and understand, because you know, after finish, like to take a bath, you feel like rejuvenated. Sometimes when you finish to sleep after a good night of sleep, you feel like rejuvenated. You're ready for anything. At the time, your brain is more easier to learn and adapt at whatever you're reading at the time. But right now, I can't do that anymore, because my situation changed. You know, all things is, I just adapt myself the way is it. If I'm at work, there is some free time. I don't have no customers. I take those advantages to read. If I'm going home, I just pass over by a park and I don't have to go to work in the afternoon. I just step by for 20 or 30 minutes and read, because I really like when I am in plain nature outside, like Miss Yolanda said. I feel the rain, I feel like I can say free. And when I'm reading at this time, I can learn a lot. This is me, but everyone has the way to the, like Miss Javiera said, whenever you feel comfortable, you can read, because you're gonna learn something new. That's my answer.
Congratulations. And now let's go with you, please, Mr. Noel, please.
Thank you so much for the second opportunity to share my ID. But to me, I'm an early person. I really love like to read and since I was like at my classical school, on my read time, it's always in the morning, 4, 5. But it's the time I feel like it's calm, you know, it's calm, and I don't really have like interaction with others. But I really love like to read in the morning, you know. But I don't think I have a specific place too, because I hate being comfortable. I don't know. It's just me. Don't misunderstand that. It's just me. I hate being comfortable. You know, it depends. It's me. But to me, the best time to read is in the morning, because you cap a lot of things. You know, and yeah, you feel it yourself and you. I would do it in the morning.
Yes, congratulations, boy.
It's my opinion.
Yes, congratulations, brother. Miss Yolanda, welcome. So happy to have you. It's a really nice pleasure to have you, Miss Yolanda.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Yolanda, and I am living in the US. I just got home from work, but I said, why not connecting? Okay, I will give my opinion on this second question. Personally, for me, the best time to read it's early in the morning when you have energy. Okay, for some people, they don't have energy early in the morning, but people hate me for that. I know my family hates me for that. I have that energy in the morning. I have a lot of energy in the morning. So while I'm having my breakfast, I have my book and I will read. And even if I don't have my breakfast, I will try to read early in the morning because during the day I don't have energy. And if I don't have energy, I want to take a book and read. So early in the morning is the best time for me. I think the best place will be outside. When you're outside, having some fresh air, that's the best place to read. Personally, I just love sitting on the ground, having my phone next to me, playing some music, and read, taking notes. I always have my pencil, always have my notebook, or even if I don't have my notebook, I always take notes on my book. Some people find it like not good or dirty when you just take notes on your book, but that's the way I can do it, having colorful pencils and just taking notes. So that's the best place for me to read. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you.
Great. Congratulations, my beautiful one, Miss Yolanda. We're so happy to have you. I know that's not easy, but you did your best to be there with us tonight. I really appreciate you and I really congratulate you as well. Let's go with you, please, Miss Javiela. You get the microphone, say something, and after we're gonna go with some other people.
Thank you. Yes, in my opinion, I think it depends on the kind of book you're reading. Because if you're reading to learn something, like to study something, then the best time and place, it's somewhere where you can concentrate, where you have no distractions, and when you can have everything organized in order to focus on what you're learning. But on the other hand, if you're learning just to distract yourself, as a hobby, then the best time and place is whatever you feel comfortable doing it. That can either be, I don't know, in your bed, or if you have the chance to go to a nice park, somewhere like that, sitting on a bench, or even like taking advantage of, for example, what I do a lot personally is when I'm waiting in line for my turn to something, those few minutes are really appreciated, and I appreciate them. I take advantage of them in order to continue my reading. I'm always reading something and have things unfinished, so those minutes when I'm waiting for something are a great place and time as well for me to read.
Yes, congratulations, Miss Javiela, our dear one. We really appreciate your comment. Else, Miss Yolanda, please, you get the microphone.
Thank you so much, Teacher Michael, for choosing me for the second question. I remember when I was in school, I liked to get up early in the morning. I went to the roof to study and to read to do my homework. It's really easy for me because in the morning my memory is fresh. The day I just study and the nature used to help all. So for me, the best place for a person is to sit in a place where there is no noises, where people can disturb us, like early in the morning. Sometimes it is too very effective in the afternoon because many people have time in the afternoon after work and they can sit down in their yard and reading after and before to go to sleep. So it's a good way to. One thing is to make sure that you focus well when you are reading and don't let anything disturb us. Otherwise, you can read, but you don't read anything. So that's what makes it really important where and when we are reading. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, our beautiful Miss Yolanda. What is the best time and place to read according to you? Let's go with you, please, Mr. Hakim.
So yes, thank you to Michael for this other opportunity. Yes, about me, the best place for read a book is on my bed because I don't know, it's depending the person because they have person they don't have time for read a book on the day. They have time for read a book in the night when they go to sleep. And about me is the I don't like to read the book but I can read a book when I go to sleep because you know, I can read a book, and the best times is when you go to sleep because you are concentrated, and when you are concentrated, you read the book. You read this book fluently, and you know they have moments. You come into sleep when you read the book, but I take the best moment and the best times. It's when you read a book in your bed and when you go to sleep. Thank you to Michael for this other opportunity.
Congratulations, the little one, Mr. Hakim. And so now, and about you, the other folks. So what's your opinion? What do you have to say?
My name is Teacher Wa Henri. Probably some of you know that name. And then I have been teaching speaking English for over like 15 years. And today I'm very happy because I see a lot of people like are gathering together to practice their English, you know what I'm saying? So one thing that I have to say, and keep moving because like learning English is a long process because like I've been dealing with students who have been learning English for quite of times because of lack of practicing. Like they all forget everything. You feel me? So and I take a little time like watching you, listening to you speaking English, and I say, oh my goodness, like Marco is like he has been doing great things. And I can say, guy, you are speaking good English, and don't forget, now you on the right path because the first thing you got to do if you want to speak English is to practice. Because sometimes the quote say like practice makes perfect, but me, I would say practice makes better. Because in the lecture of the quote, if you say practice made perfect, like if you practice every day, probably you will like be bold, like bright, say you speak English very well. But if you say practice make better, as English is not your first language, I'm telling you that, I mean, you will be in a way like to progress, to practice all the time whenever you get this opportunity so you can leave it. So guys, I'm very proud of you, and I will do my best probably to be with you, but not all the time, but I will do my best because you know I got a lot of things. I got many things over the table, and congratulations. And as we were talking about reading, before going, I just wanna like say a couple things about reading. I remember there's a writer who writes something by saying that the mind that doesn't read will perish as the body that doesn't eat. I mean, if you eat to nourish the body, if you eat to take care of yourself, I mean, if you don't read, I mean, your mind will be perished. You will be in a situation, of course, you are expressing yourself, but people who are listening to you say that, come on, man, you're not really convinced with what you're saying. Why? Because you don't have enough thoughts, idea to express exactly what are you talking. And there are different factors, there are different reasons people read, but probably some of you, it could be like different for me, for Michael, or for Elda, for some of you. But let me tell you something, when you read, it reduces your stress. As you know, we live in a period. If you live in Haiti, if you live in America, if you live in Turkey, if you live around the world, I mean, when you read, automatically, it reduces your stress. That's number one. And it helps you to exercise your brain. You know what I'm saying? Because when you exercise your brain by reading, you are enriching your vocabulary, you are learning new words, you are learning new structure that can help you to develop your brain. And I think that is one of the main reasons people have to read. And it helps you to improve your imagination. Especially, I'm talking about the guys who like to court, the guy who like to woo girls. When you read, your inspiration is different from someone who doesn't read. When the girl is listening to you, the girl will say, I love your words. I love your imagination. And sometimes, if the girls is reading, but if you take something in the book, if the girls is the bookworm, she will say, I know that book where you get this sort of probably you will be surprised. But anyway, that's a good exercise. You know what I'm saying? It helps you to improve your sleep quality. It's very good. I mean, when you read a lot, when you search words, when you get new ideas, it helps you to sleep a lot. So guys, and probably you are here like practicing. You don't really know exactly why are you practicing, but after a few years, after a few months, when you will be in a situation in a job interview, you see English is the only option that can get you the job. Probably Yolanda, who is living in the United States, probably can tell you more about this if she's working. I remember in her interview, she had to speak English to get the job. And after getting the job, she said, wow, speaking English is not only speaking to improve my English, but it's an opportunity. Guys, I love you so much. It's just Teacher Junior, and I hope Teacher Michael, congratulations. And what I will do for you guys, I will post you over the internet. I will show the world that Teacher Michael is doing a good job. Probably you will be on my YouTube channel, on my Instagram page, on my Facebook page, where thousands of people will see you improving your English. See you guys.
Yes, yes. Congratulations, our dear brother, dear friend, Mr. Junior the King. And so now, let's go with you, please, Miss Manael. You get the microphone, just open it and say something. Miss Manael, please.
According to me, I think the best time to read is in the morning, like Miss Yolanda said. Not necessarily early, but in the morning is the best time to read. Why I say that? Because with some search, I learned when you read in the morning, your brain is fresher and easier to learn better by reading. And when you do that, your brain automatically records what you have just read, and it can stay in your head all day to day. And after that, in the night or in the afternoon, it's another time you can read. Personally speaking, when I can eat in the night, in the afternoon, I used to read because it's in this time I have time, you know. About the place, it's optional. You can read there, you feel comfortable in your bed, out, in the living room, etc. But for me, I usually read in my bed or in other place when I find peace and silence. Because when I read, I don't like when people disturb me or to talk to me. I like peace. I like silence when I read. But for me, I think the place and time you can read isn't specific. It's more optional. There you feel comfortable, you can read when you want and where you want.
Congratulations, our beautiful one, Miss Manael from Haiti, especially Santo. Congratulations. And a big shout out for all of the other people from Haiti as well. So now let's go with you, please, Miss Mary. Hello, Miss Mary. You get the microphone. Say something about your favorite place and time to read, please.
Thank you, Teacher Michael. The best time to read varies depending on the person. In my opinion, my best time to read in the evening in my room. Read a book at bedtime allows me to relax before sleeping, and it allowed me to sleep faster and calmer. And it wake up my mind. It's all.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you, especially the way that you do things. Congratulations. You're welcome. And now let's go with you, please, Miss Rebecca. You get the microphone.
According to me, what is the best time and place to read? The best time and place to read depend on your schedule, lifestyle, and preferences. Personally, I think the best time to read is in the morning because it's a great way for me to start my day with a positive and productive activity. The best place is in my bed. When I am on my bed, I feel more comfortable, relaxing, and quieter. Thank you, teacher, for choosing me.
Congratulations, our beautiful sister, Miss Rebecca. Now, let's go with you, please, Mr. Jasmine, Mr. Emmanuel.
Thank you, Teacher Michael. And the best time and place to it depends. But I remember when I was at university and I was in the library, I was in public place with other students. And this environment was really good because we share knowledge, we share a lot of things. And right now I'm a husband, a father, it's much impossible for me to go away to read. And the best time to read is early in the morning. So because I have a son at the end of this month, he's gonna have on here. It's almost impossible to read when he wake up because I couldn't concentrate. And before going to bed, it's a good time for me. But right now he's sleeping, I can take advantage to read. And other thing, and I really love to read when I'm out on a place where we don't have noise. I can focus on what I'm reading. And like other friends already said, this depends on the situation. My situation change, I change the way I read. And it's a good exercise when people spend time to it. Thank you.
Yes, congratulations. Congratulations, Mr. Emmanuel. I'm so sorry. Mr. John Oster, let's go with you, please.
Thank you again, Teacher Michael, for giving the mic. According to me, to talk about the best time and place to read, choosing our time to read depends not only the country, the social environment we have, but depending on our routine and daily day. For me personally, when I wake up at 4 a.m. o'clock in the morning, I get a noise house where I'm alone. I get into the living room, I sit down on the sofa, I pick up my physical book, more interesting, and start up my reading. I feel more energized to concentrate me on what I'm reading. And my brain stay focused on every paragraph. That's my opinion.
Yes, congratulations, brother. It's so simple and clear, your comment, and we really appreciate that.
Connaissance, c'est celle bagay yo pa vjan ka apren nan men yon, même si yo ta depote yo. Apren anglais tande, ou a sonje mte pale yo? My name is Steffi from KOMAN Language Courses. Nan KOMAN Language Courses, nou itilize pi bon méthode ki se méthode konversasyon. Nou pa focus sur wèk grammatikal. Sa ki pi important pour nous c'est écoute, compréhension et puis parler. Ça va prendre pour commencer. Nouvelle session, c'est moi ça. Pour encourager famille ou amis pour apprendre à parler anglais tout. Pour plus d'informations, contactez nos numéros ça.
Life in America is beautiful, but it's more beautiful when you speak English well. I'm Yolanda from KOMAN Language Courses. KOMAN Language Courses, c'est une école online qui apprend à parler anglais. Il fait live sur Zoom, ça qui veut dire qu'on apprend à parler langue anglais à n'importe côté dans le monde là. So, soit besoin, c'est un appareil qui a Internet. Par exemple, un téléphone, une tablette ou bien un laptop qui sont aptes pour commencer. Nouveau session, c'est moi ça. Ou capable d'écrire un numéro ça qu'on soit besoin toute information que vous besoin. N'attendons nous toutes.